Hi everybody. All right, so I think this is going to be the last one. For this one, I want to put the P5JS sketch as the background. And I'll show you briefly what, like if you want to put like another div on top of it or something like that, right? We'll see how that works. Okay, now I haven't created any files yet. I'm not going to do anything in the P5JS editor. You can feel free to do that if you like, but I also want to just show you how we might start this up from scratch locally, right, in our computer without even going to the P5JS online editor. I have created the HTML file, but that's all I've created here, right? I don't have anything in my CSS yet. I don't have anything in my JS folder either, right? So I do have a place where I've saved those things, right? So I don't have to redo everything, right? So I have them from my previous example. I have the JS files. I'm not going to create the sketch file or use the sketch file. I'm going to use these two files, the p5.js and the p5sound.min.js, right? I'll just copy and paste those into my new folder here and put them in the JS file. I'll also go get the CSS, which is really simple. Anyway, I'm not in that one, in this one. It's really a simple basic style that I have there. So actually no, let's just do that ourselves. All right, so this is what I got. We can see that I have the two, but there's no CSS here yet. I have my title and my meta tag right at the top. No CSS. So let's go ahead and just create the CSS link. The way we normally do, and then create that file. Okay. So we'll start with HTML body, margin 0, padding 0. This is what we would normally see in the editor online. Height, and then I add these, right, for my own benefit. Background color, and I'm just going to make it black for now. Okay, and then canvas. Display, block. Let's just leave it at that for now, I guess. We'll add some more stuff here later. My index currently has a wrapper. I'm going to just delete that for now, since I'm not styling it. I'm not going to put anything in there. Alright, so I have my CSS. I've linked my CSS. Let's just see. It should be just a black, blank page. So let me open it. And there it is, right? It's P5JS sketch as background, P5JS sketch as background, and it's black. It's great. So let's go ahead and then create the sketch file and link it. So I'll just put it here. Now it's going to be in my JS file and JS folder, so I'm just going to call it sketch.js. Okay. So I have that. Now let's create that file in my JS folder. New file. and I'll call it sketch.js. And I'm just going to put the basic stuff we normally put there. But that it normally starts with, which is function setup. Function draw. And then in the setup, create canvas. Let's say, let's do like we do before, 900 by 500. And then draw background color. Let's just, I'm sorry, not background color, just background. Let's make it, I don't know, yellow. No, I'm confusing my HTML hex code with, so it's 255.255.0. Okay. Now, this is, again, not going to work, right? If I try to save this, even though in my index I have the sketch, if you remember from my last video, it's not going to work. So if I run this, right, we don't get it. It doesn't show up, right? Even if I do delete the browsing data and then reload my page, still it's not going to show up. That's because I have to tell the browser what the parent is, right? Let me see if that's the way I really want to do it. Hold on a second, everybody. Just give me a second. Hold on just a second. That's interesting. Usually it works even though this is how we normally see it, right? Main, right? And then the script is below, but it doesn't show up. All right, fine, doesn't matter. We're going what we want to do anyway. All right, so what do we want to do? Well, like we did in the last one, we had the wrapper, and we had to make the wrapper the parent. We're going to make the body the parent, right? So I'm going to give the body an ID, and I'll just call it, I don't know, B for body, right? So what do I do next? Well, in the sketch, I create a variable for the canvas. Create variable for canvas. Var can, right? And then can equals create canvas. So that now this contains the canvas. Can.parent B. Okay. Hopefully that's going to work. Let me clear my browsing data. And it's not working. It's something I'm doing wrong here, and I just don't know. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Oh, I didn't put the links to, hello, stupid. I didn't put the links to these files, right? No, of course it's not going to work if I don't do that. So let me go to my index and put those links. Script src equals JS p5.js, and then for the second one, script src equals p5.sound.min.js. Okay, and I'm just going to rearrange these a little bit. Okay, hopefully now it'll work. And it does. Great. So I have my just blank sketch. There was just the yellow background. And the main way is by putting my ID, my body as an ID. And then in my sketch, creating the variable, assigning the variable the canvas, and then saying that the parent of the canvas is that ID for the body. And we have our sketch there. Okay, what do I want to do? I actually want to make a bouncing ball. Why not? We've done this a number of times. Let's just do that again. So, the other thing I want to do, even before that, is I want this to fill up my browser window, right? And then have it be that size no matter how big I make the browser window. Okay, so I need that window.onload again, like we did in the last. So create function to set sketch to full browser width height. Okay, window.onload equals function. And then we have variables for the canvas size. WH. So W equals document.get element by ID, which is B, right? That's the body, dot offset width, just like we did with the wrapper. Now I'm not going to create a ratio. I just want the canvas size to be the full size of the browser window, width and height, no matter what. Okay. So I'm not going to even bother. Well, for now, I'm not going to even bother with the height. Let's just see what happens. I actually am. So H, and it's the same thing, but with offset height. Let's see how that works. So W and H. Okay. So that's going to happen with the setup. It's not going to happen whenever I resize it yet, but it will happen initially with the setup. So let's see if that works. So saving that. Let me clear my browsing data. See if that helps. It doesn't help. What's going on now? I did something else wrong. Window. What is wrong with this? So that it's not working. Offset width, offset. This is what happens. I don't know what's going on. It looks right to me. Let me see if it says it has any errors. Oh, that's not a real error. I was expecting a number for the first parameter, so line 12 in the sketch. Create canvas. Where the first one received an empty variable. How is that possible? Do I not have the B? It's B, just like we did the wrapper. Did I save it? I didn't save it. So it's not getting numbers, right? So it says it was expecting a number for the first parameter. The first parameter is W, but it got an empty variable, okay. And the same for the second parameter. Received an empty variable for the second parameter. Let me console log WH, see what's going to happen. Well, now it's telling me that it does have those numbers, so it can't be that it doesn't have the numbers, because it does. Let me see, what if I do setup? Function setup. Let me try this again. I'm sure if you're watching this video, probably some of you might even know what my mistake is. Undefined, undefined now for some reason. Error found P5G. What file is not being found? Index 7. So it's not finding this. Did I not put them in there? I did. I didn't mean to open that. Don't. Okay. Maybe I typed it wrong. Let's see. P5. Oh, I didn't put JS. Stupid. So maybe some of you caught that and I didn't. Maybe that's the issue. Let's see. All right. That's not it. That's just something there's a problem with the P5. This is end up. What? That's not it. All right. So why isn't it even recognizing the console log? Function setup. It worked before. Let me just, for the moment, put some random numbers there. 800, 500. It showed up before. Okay. Let me not do this either. Let's just comment this out. So it was working before, and now it's not working. Very irritating. All right, so let me pause, see if I can fix this, and then I'll come back, okay?